Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-game show for Talking Softball with Dutch. I am your host, Phil Allen, a.k.a. Phil from Mount Airy. And Dutch, what a game tonight, man. What a game.
Yeah, man, yeah. They tried to give it away, man. But in the end, the Ronhurst gets win number 2, man. That's, boy, and they really got over the hump tonight. They got the offense going. The defense played sharp with the exception of one rough inning. And you really saw what this team is capable of when they put it all together, man.
Absolutely, Dutch. We saw that tonight, and I was damn impressed with the way this team played. I'm not going to lie to you, though, Dutch. I was a little bit scared in that 6th inning when things looked like they were starting to go wrong. Runs kept coming across the plate and such. I was a little worried. I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't, but Dutch, they sealed the deal in the end, man.
Yeah, Phil, and they did what they needed to do, and it was an impressive job overall by this team. You know, the lineup looked sharp, and they got timely hitting out of the bottom of the order. Jeff Wincoop contributed 4 RBIs tonight, man.
And he lobbied for a 5th, man. He hit a ground ball. Should have been eaten up by the shortstop. It goes right through the wickets, and this man starts claiming that that's a 5th RBI. Dutch, tell this man the rules.
Yeah, on an error, there's no RBI, Coop. But a nice job nonetheless with the 4 RBIs tonight, and that was a big deal for this team.
Johnny Lloyd shows up a little bit late to the game. They put him at the end of the lineup. And Dutchie came up with a big one, didn't he?
Yeah, and no surprise, Phil. That's going to be our call of the game. Let's go to Harry for that one.
Yeah, and we're here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 man on for John Loy. Johnny showed up a little bit late tonight. Did single to start a rally in inning number 2. And here's the pitch. Swing it a long drive. Johnny got a hold of that one. Watch that baby over the head of the outfielder. 1 run will score. Here comes Loy around third. He is in with a 2-run home run for John Loy.
Yeah, and there it is, man. Harry's call of the game. Yeah, and Johnny Loy's been on a couple of those. Him and Porky have been the big guys when it comes to those. So maybe somebody else will step up one of these times soon, man.
And Dutch, here it is, man. We've been missing it for a little while. Let's bring in the 3rd man. Steve, how you been, man?
Well, Phil, I've been doing all right. Been out promoting my new show, Redneck Island. That's what you're going to want to check out. What we do is we put a bunch of down south fellas, bunch of rednecks on an island. Yeah, and we let them settle things from there.
Now, Steve, I'm not going to lie. When I first heard this, I thought it was a joke.
Hell no, Phil. You get a Texas rattlesnake and a bunch of rednecks on an island, you got like inbred Survivor, and it's going to be a hell of a time. But enough about that. Let's get to the matter at hand. And the matter at hand is the Ronhurst Cafe with win number 2 tonight, Phil.
Yeah, they was sharp today, Steve. And again, man, I was terrified. I thought they was going to let it get away, but they did not.
Yeah, Phil, they like to make it interesting. There's nothing wrong with that. Anthony Porky D'Ambra, who had a couple errors in that 6th inning, when it looked like the Ronhurst was going to let it slip away, in the bottom half of the 7th, he took a shot off the chest that damn near might have killed a regular man.
Yeah, man, I was a little worried for Pork. And the only good thing was if that one went up and got him in the face, he wasn't particularly good looking to begin with, man.
Now, Dutch, that's not very nice, man. I don't think that Pork would appreciate that.
Yeah. It might have been a little bit harsh, but, you know, I'm just saying that his good looks aren't Porky's strong point.
But the man's got a lot of personality, and that man can hit a softball a ton.
Yeah, but the thing is, guys, let's not ride too high on this one, because Thursday night they're going to be without Wolf, they're going to be without Porky D'Ambra, and they're playing a tough Citizens team.
That's true, Dutch, but let's bask in this one. Let's bask in win number 2. We're 6 games into the year. We got 2 wins, and this is uncharted territory for the Ronhurst.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, Steve. And, back when I was with the 93 team, man, we'd had a lot of losing seasons in a row. And obviously the Ronhurst is still in the midst of a losing season. But we learned how to win on the fly. I mean, we weren't expected to do a whole lot that year. We caught lightning in a bottle, man. And, we had guys like Izzy and, he had Tourette's, man. Boy, some of the stuff that came out of his mouth, he sounded a little bit like John Loy and Butch when they were going at each other. And that was just when he went to the bank and things of that nature. And we had Inky, he liked to drink. And, yeah, man, I mean, that 93 team, boy, I'll tell you what.
Hey, Dutch, how about we bring it back a little bit to the Ronhurst Cafe? Maybe you could stop taking a little trip down memory lane and get to the point.
Yeah, man, sure. The point was, man, we learned to win on the fly, and by the end of that year, we were in the World Series. And I'm not saying that's going to happen with the Ronhurst, but the more wins this team gets under their belt, the more confident they're going to be. Because, when that 6th inning was going down, you could feel the air coming out a little bit. Like, oh, here we go again.
I had that feeling too, Dutch. But the team stepped up. They did what they needed to do.
They did. And, that's going to give them confidence. Because now they sit there and they know that an inning like that doesn't mean the next inning's going to be the same way. And the more innings they have where they do all the right things, the more confidence they're going to get. You're not going to see that, oh, here we go again mentality. And let's give it up for a nice job by the Ronhurst tonight, guys.
Yeah, I was real impressed with the Ronhurst. I have missed a couple games. I haven't really been able to follow them. I know they've had 2 one-run losses in a row, and then to come out and battle against a real good team to get a W, that's a big job by the Ronhurst. That goes all around. Everybody did a nice job in that lineup tonight, top to bottom.
Yeah, except Butch Hagen, man. Yeah, 1 for 4, and he made the 3rd out in 3 innings. Here's a guy who came into the game hitting over 600, and boy, he was not sharp tonight.
He did get, solid contact on 1 ball, but the other ones, boy. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dutch, top to bottom, with the exception of the number 6 hole hitter, they did a nice job.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there, Steve. And, we obviously, Johnny Loy got the call of the game. And, let's give out a little bit of a player of the game here thing, guys. My star of the game, it's going to be Jeff Wincoop. He did a decent job behind the plate, a couple of timely hits, and they weren't all scorched, but, he got on base when he needed to, and he drove in 4 runs. That's a nice job by Coop.
Dutch, I'm going to have to go with Johnny Loy. The man shows up late, in street clothes, quickly changes, gets a single, gets a home run, and when they call on him to go into right field, makes a nice catch out there. It was all nonchalant. It had a little bit of Barry Bonds to it, a little bit of cockiness, and that's the kind of stuff old Stone Cold likes, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah. And Phil, who's going to be your player of the game here?
Well, I'm going to take a little bit of a cop out here. I'm going to give it to the Zeitz boys. Jay Zeitz did a nice job on the mound. Yeah, 11 runs came in, but we'll have to see when the official score is done how many of them were unearned. Dave Zeitz did a decent job in left, and he had quite a few singles in some nice spots in that 5-hole. He didn't get noticed a lot with Porky hitting the ball real well, with Johnny Loy hitting the ball at the back of the lineup. But let's not forget about Dave Zeitz, who is, in the last few games, he's done a real nice job just getting himself on base time and time again, just getting himself making plays. And that's all you have to ask for out of that guy.
Yeah, man. So there you have it, guys. There's your stars of the game. And, we're quickly running out of time here, guys. This is going to be the longest post game yet. So, nice job by the Ronhurst. They get win number 2. Final score is 15-11. And for myself, and for Phil, but not Stone Cold Steve Austin. Steve signs off for himself, Dutch. Yeah, I paused for you, Steve. I'll let you do it. And Christopher Walken wasn't here tonight. I know that's going to upset Coop a little bit. Coop, I promise we'll get him back out here soon. And so, guys, good night, good softball. Go Ronhurst.